Shattered planets, shattered planets. Game play sometimes. Shattered planets. Takes place in space. It didn't used to.
Alright.
Shattered, shattered,
We never know
shattered
when
planets featuring Durf.
Alright. I know you normally don't send me your videos, but can you send me that? Like, just
Okay.
cut your footage and send that to me now.
it ends. No,
Okay.
re-record it in better quality.
No,
With,
I'm fine
instrumentals.
with that. No, I'm fine
I
with
was
that
gonna
being...
say, I don't think it needs better quality.
Just do all that mastering stuff you talked about earlier, but wrong.
Okay.
Do all of it wrong.
Okay, on the last time of Shattered Planets, Grave of Man, Drez had jettisoned himself off into space, so we were frantically trying to go through the hull of the pirate ship in order to find a means of releasing our own ship, Flurf's ship, from the hold. And it was then that we encountered a room where there were yet more turrets and a bunch of dead pirate bodies. In the chamber beyond, we found a giant Rock'em Sock'em robot, and the Rock'em Sock'em robot proceeded to have a fight with Greg. And they seemed to be evenly matched. And I quickly sprinted to the next room to find who was controlling the beast, and it ended up being a pirate from a different faction of the freebooters named Blythe. We were able to negotiate with Blythe and allow him to come on our own ship. He said that his people were beyond and that he needed to reach his own vessel, and that he would give us the robot in exchange for safe passage. So, but he couldn't guarantee us the same necessarily, because the freebooters are sort of a conglomerate of many disparate groups, and they don't always agree, get along, or share the same rules and allegiances. So, we're able to finally retrieve Drez, only to find that he was absolutely covered in spiders. I don't know why. And we tasked the necromancers with getting rid of them, at which point they created a giant ball of brawling arachnids. And at this point, we're waiting for that dilemma to subside and set a course for the station that Blythe wants us to go to. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Yay! That's pretty much it.
For the time being.
Space.
Yep.
Alright,
I
so-
check up on the spider ball and see how it's faring.
Yeah, I was
mean,
gonna say,
this
first
is-
order of business.
This is
Inspect
literally
the
like...
spider ball.
no time has passed, so it's kind of like, hey,
Spider
let's
ball's
just...
a mean thing to call Durf.
Let's just...
It's a very, very pressing matter.
Hey, Liches, go deal with the spider ball. And they're like, okay, you close the door on them, and then you immediately open it back up to watch. It's,
Hey, for whatever it's worth, I would kind of watch the spider ball for a
Oh.
little bit.
Oh, right. They were doing like a spider fight club.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Extreme survival of the fittest. I mean, it's writhing. They seem to be... I mean, apart from betting on it, they also seem to be casting magic.
Okay, so
Alright, I'm gonna let them do their thing.
so is Drez sealed in the escape pod? Like, is the
I'm
escape
gonna
pod
delete
sealed with the
space.
door?
Oops, that's the wrong one.
Whoa!
What?
I'm gonna delete space for a second.
Goodbye, space. Goodbye.
Because will he just be able to indefinitely have this escape pod attached to the rear of the vessel?
What?
Like a reverse Millennium Falcon.
Oh no, it's just kind of floating along there. Like, you guys are going at the same speed as it, not like, it's not like suction cupped on or anything.
Oh, so isn't Drez... Are we technically letting atmosphere out?
No, there's like a bubble thing. I take a very loose approach to, how space works
Oxygen.
in this one, because it would
To
be...
So
docking
do I.
procedures?
Yeah. I'm gonna probably give you shit for fuel, seeing as you actually have a limited quantity now.
We have shit fuel?
Well,
Fish fuel.
fish. There's some shit
Then
in
why
there,
would you give us
probably.
shit for fuel? We need fish.
I mean, the fish have poop.
It's a fish poop. Just weird, stringy fish poop based ship.
Now you just plug up the let's
It
not
runs
talk
entirely
about
on poop spaghetti.
My fish
Are
were
we
able to
heading
create
somewhere?
poops about 5 inches long.
You were vaguely going to head for Alarin's
Oh
homeworld.
yeah,
but
we're
then you
heading to Alarin's planet.
Wait, but weren't we supposed to drop off Blythe?
I will be very pissed if you just decide to bring me along.
Let's bring him along.
Let's not bring him along. He has a big robot. Speaking of,
That's my
Greg's
big
gonna check on the
robot.
status of the big robot he was fighting.
Okay. You left some dents in the chest plate.
Yeah, how do I fix that?
All right, because it is an exosuit.
Do you have
too,
any
for fur.
related skills?
Do you think I have any related skills?
Yeah, that's what I figured. You look at it and you're like, what happened?
What the fuck?
Did he just roll?
Yes.
Motherfucker.
He just rolled a nat 20 at space.
I rolled a nat 20 on engineering.
I was not
This
looking
is a
at
skill that
that.
I'm trained in, and I have 20 plus 20.
All right.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Well,
Your move, GM.
What part of a 1 in 20 chance do you
Ow!
not understand?
Ow!
that's the first roll
Well,
of this
there's
session.
Greg's meta knowledge. You understand robots. Apparently, Greg's a Gundam fan,
Apparently, he was able to acquire the
or
knowledge
or
from
a
his arm
Robotech
or
fan,
something weird.
or no. Greg's a Mech Warrior fan.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just like me. I love those games.
Have you played the latest one? No, you haven't. Why not?
No. Uh-uh. Anyway.
Anyway,
So Greg
so yeah,
just enters a transcendent state of repair.
yeah. So you have. I mean, you shouldn't be trained in engineering, but you are. You understand this thing. It's like it was made for you, and you for it. And you know how to fix it. You fix it. You're not sure where you got the parts. You're not sure what you broke, but you fixed the thing.
Nothing quite like a robot well repaired. Am I right, Flurf?
Wasn't that supposed? That?
I thought it was
Wasn't
supposed to
that
be
mine?
flurps.
Yeah.
I feel like he just did the equivalent of like
My booster
doing
seat's still in
surgery on
there.
somebody by stirring them, and then it worked.
Greg
anyway.
wipes off some like space fluid and oil on Flurf's head.
Actually,
Oh
honestly, my bet is Greg probably cannibalized the escape pod for the parts.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So Drez, you're just floating in space now. Greg, in a flurry of stuff, has stolen your sleeping pod.
Drez is farting himself off into space. We need to get him again.
For goodness sake.
I give up.
I mean,
Okay. I'll go use.
he was
my
definitely
my
never
jetpack.
woken up in this process, which is all the more confusing.
Can you fetch him, Flurf?
Yeah. I shall fetch him.
Oh, it smells like
That's okay. I
farted
learned from
spiders.
Guardians of the Galaxy that you can survive a pretty long time in space.
How fetch?
I'll fetch
Fly up and grab him
with your
and then pull him
hands?
back here.
Well, Keith needs to move
Yeah,
the
Keith,
dress
you have to
icon.
move your icon.
Oh,
Unless you
right.
want me to give access to
I
your
thought-
icon to everybody
I
again.
thought he meant like how do mechanically.
Well, I
Okay.
am pretty small, but I think my jetpack can handle it.
And I punched the door to seal it. Whoosh. Okay. Well, now that
Dirk-
everyone
Dirk's like,
is
well, next time press a button.
finally
Stop punching my
safely
doors.
aboard. Also, I wipe the mechanical fluid off the top of Flurf's head. Sorry about that, Greg.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. It was like a styling gel.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
that was.
Somehow he feels less clean the moment you remove the fluid.
Oh, in Pathfinder, there's a draconic druid.
Well, because
That's
I am
very
a
specific.
mechanic, right? So I'm sort of used to that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, Blythe,
Yes.
what should we anticipate when we rendezvous with the other freebooters?
Well, I mean, it's a bit of a... It's an asteroid. It's nice. It's cozy. I wouldn't say I particularly enjoy spending time there, but at the same time, it's a little bit more defensible than the cold expanses of space.
How does an asteroid support itself?
By floating?
No.
In space.
I mean,
I
what?
imagine more spiders come crawling out of Drez's clothes.
Ah.
Oh no, the liches were very thorough.
Yeah.
Cavity searches.
Yes. There's an odd funk to you that you don't remember having.
What I meant by how does it support itself is an asteroid doesn't really have much for resources on its own aside from minerals, correct?
Well, yes, but when you have freebooters based out of an asteroid, what do you think they do? Farm?
They bring back all their purloined
Booty.
goods.
Yes. That's how it supports itself.
Yeah, I see.
So it's more of a location where people don't go looking or don't want to go looking. It's kind of rather hard to get there.
Well, wait. Is it in an asteroid field?
Oh, of course.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry, I'll pilot the way in. I know the way.
But I thought that the AI wasn't really, let's say, open to the prospect of being manually controlled.
I mean, she's not, but, well, we've worked out an arrangement of sorts.
Flurf!
What?
Your AI's cheating on you again.
Ah.
No! After all the fish that I've provided.
His identity is shaken.
What am I to do with my life?
Roll.
I'm just imagining.
It's okay, Flurf.
I'm just imagining Flurf is just like sliding along the ground instead of walking.
He could be roly-poly, like, kinda...
He just sort of vaguely rolls and slides with no apparent order to it and no
But I'm
use of limbs.
I'm
It's
also
okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
sweeping the floor as I go.
It's okay, Flurf. I too have been cheated on.
Being cheated on by life doesn't count.
Oh, I wasn't cheated on by life. There was this one person who I was like, I want to kill them with my axe. But instead, I reached into my pack and I pulled out a sword instead. And I stabbed him with the sword without realizing it. I threw that sword away.
Wait, the sword cheated on you, or the axe?
You
because of its
cheated on
absence.
you?
What?
Yeah, if anything,
Wait, you
Greg
cheated
was
on
the
your axe.
adulterer.
You cheated on your axe.
Yeah.
What? No, I'm not.
And now your
I'm a
axe
good
is your
person.
axe.
Screw you guys. Nah.
Well,
Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure this ship has a sophisticated autopilot.
so,
Need to tell it where to go, and it'll go.
Fleur,
Sometimes.
Life was saying that he was going to pilot it through an asteroid field.
I'm sure the ship can handle it. Ship's smarter than me, so...
The ship cannot handle it.
Oh.
I mean,
But does he know that?
Yes.
should we really put that much faith in him? I mean, like, what if... I mean, going to the pirate base in and of itself is probably not in our best interest, but...
Light. Is there a way around the asteroid field?
Well, I mean, yeah, you could go around the asteroid field, but that would go around the pirate base. You could circle it forever and you'd never get there.
I thought that we had arranged that we would be meeting in a neutral location.
I mean, look, Molt Station is about as neutral as you can get with the freebooters.
With the freebooters, but what about all the other factions in the known realm?
I mean, do you want the local factions? Because I'm fairly certain neutral ground would be on fire.
Really? It's been that bad?
You guys are in, you're in the territory of the Cult of the Flaming Eye, of course. That's pretty far from neutral.
The Cult of the Flaming Eye?
What's a flaming eye?
Literally, they worship a flaming eyeball. Something about Tolkien, maybe. I don't know.
Turns out it's incredibly literal.
Look, all I know is that their one goal is to get as many eyeballs in their heads as possible, and then light them on fire, I think. I don't know. I don't see them. They wear helmets.
How do
This
they...
is like drunk history for Bloodborne lore.
Do they acquire eyeballs from other beings, or do they grow them themselves?
Mostly the latter. They're very much into body mods in the exact opposite direction that we are.
Oh, so while you focus on mechanical betterment, they have biological?
Magical.
Magical. Oh.
Do they grow eyeballs? Like they farm them?
No, they take them from you
Sure.
and me.
No,
Is it
that
possible?
would be unclean. I don't. It's rare that they would decide to reappropriate someone else's eye. You would have to be very special to do that.
Oh, I am.
Uh-huh.
Is it possible for them to give me even more fur?
I mean, yeah, if you could survive the meeting and the more furring.
Now this is
like
interesting.
I don't like how that was a verb.
Could we potentially blast our way through the asteroid field to avoid...
What,
crashing
with
into
your
asteroids?
net gun and the harpoon?
Ooh, gotcha
Yeah,
there.
Capture all
we'll
the
harpoon
asteroids.
an asteroid and swing it into another asteroid.
That would create a lot of debris, Fleur.
That would... No, the pirates would come and blow us up at that point. Those asteroids are very clearly placed, and carefully so.
Now,
Well, it seems as though we have no choice.
What's our one choice?
to
Let
let
me
life
pilot
I
fly.
the
said no
ship, duh.
choice.
I don't like.
All right. Let him pilot the ship, I say.
But
What's
if
the
we
worst
arri-
that can happen?
But if we arrive, then what will be our means of exiting the asteroid field?
Oh, that's fine. We have tugboats that'll get you out. They just don't get you in.
Huh. Tugboats. For some reason, that's bringing up the Little Toot song in my head.
Huh? I want to
It's
hear
a-
the little toot song.
I don't remember all the lyrics, but it's probably from the 30s. He's a da 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 little toot toot toot. Do do
Toot
do
toot.
do 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 little toot. Yeah, it was from Melody Time, really old
Oh.
Disney stuff.
Well, let's just.
Oh, hi.
No. Greg remembers why he doesn't go in that room.
You feel unclean.
You feel the unclean.
All right, team meeting right here. I vote we let Blythe pilot the ship.
I mean, that seems to be the only logical course of action, but I just wonder what will occur when we actually do meet the freebooters. How do we know that this ship and all of your cargo isn't going to be confiscated? And, I mean, they are pirates.
Florf, do you really care about this fish?
I mean, the fish is my entire life.
Oh. Florf, do you value your life?
Not as much as the fish.
Huh. I can respect a man like that.
Flurf, can you ask the AI about what it thinks of the situation?
Okay. I asked the ship's AI what it thinks of the situation. What the hell is that?
Oh, that's the spider ball.
Oh.
Ah!
Okay. Anyway, Yeah,
The
I asked
ship-
the ship AI about apparently Blight and the ship has made a previous deal.
Like,
Yeah.
Cheated on me and all
The
that.
ship says with utmost certainty that if you don't let Blythe pilot her into the asteroid field, everyone will die horribly,
oh,
including the fish.
oh
the fish are already
no!
dead.
No, not the fish. Okay,
I'm
so we
not
have
sure
to let
if-
Blight.
So Durf didn't parrot that information back to us, so he's just sitting there, and then all of a sudden screaming, "No, no!"
Yes.
No, the fish.
So Greg is now very confused,
What?
and he's like, "What, man? Tell me what's going on."
The
Please.
fish, the fish. We're gonna lose the fish unless Blight
What?
pilots
Why?
the ship.
Oh, we can't. Alarin,
Yeah?
we're gonna lose the fish.
I can't go outside the ship. I'm not that.
Alarin, if Blythe doesn't pilot the ship, we're gonna lose the fish.
Well, no, I understood that part, but what I was
Oh.
wanting to ask was about when we actually get into pirate space and deal with the pirates. Like, is there any inkling with her link between herself and Blythe? Like, does she know of his possible intentions? Is he gonna turn us into the freebooters, or are we going to be? Are we
Here's
gonna
a
be
thought.
Huh?
Let's jettison him into space and go in a completely other direction.
But he gave you his robot. We just got him off the other ship. He didn't.
Exactly. We have his robot now.
Here's
We're
the
learning
thing.
things about Dirk's
What I
alignment.
learned is you can't jettison your problems away because they come back like Drez. He jettisoned himself and he's back, so it doesn't work.
You do realize by talking about this, the ship might actually tell him about it.
That
Why
was a
would the
nice
ship-
nap. Time for more sleep.
Excuse me.
There's
get out
an
of my
intruder
room.
on the ship.
Oh,
I try to
Dress!
cast fireball,
No, Dress,
What?
Dress!
No. Oh.
but instead I cast tree shape. I'm a tree.
What? Wait,
Second.
where did he go? Or are you gonna put a tree token in? Ah.
I'm still
Aw.
running. I've decided to run with this until something changes it.
All
Does
right,
this mean
you
the
now
door's
have
blocked
control
off?
over the tree.
Drez,
This was
where's
what-
the intruder?
This is
Oh,
the spell
it's
that I
the tree.
landed on via RNG.
No.
Greg,
The tree is.
let's see, what's Greg gonna do?
Don't cut down the tree.
What is this?
What weapon is he going to hit the tree with?
Flurf, don't
Well-
urinate on it. That goes for you too, Greg.
Greg
I climbed the tree.
punches the tree.
No, not. I'm on the tree. Damn it! I fell off the tree.
You miss,
Oh,
or you fail to
Wow.
hit the tree.
just a dull thunk. The tree is too powerful. Almighty tree,
Time to worship
I
the
have
tree.
accepted you as the new leader of the ship.
I think this is how Greg becomes a druid.
Guys, that's Drez. I don't know why he did it, but
Huh?
By the way, you guys have never seen a tree like this. It has scales.
Ew.
cool.
I climbed the
regret
tree
touching
again,
it.
looking for what fruit it bears.
No, don't do that. Don't go looking around its branches. You might see something you don't wanna.
Scaled berries.
Alright.
That's
that's
a little weird.
I
This
pick
is
Flurf by the fluff and drop
getting
him on
weird.
the ground. And
Oh yeah, you
That's
guys
it.
can't get past this thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So.
Like it is a large tree. You would have to.
Wait, how is it
Oh, I
not?
thought
Go-
I could get past it because I'm.
He's
That
tiny.
means-
Yeah,
that
Flurf
means
is
I
the
have
only-
I have successfully contained the intruder.
Flurf. Flurf is the only player that can move past this thing right now.
Oh. Blythe, are you
Alright.
alright in there?
Peachy.
Well, alright.
I don't think there's any peaches on the tree.
Greg is going to
Does this mean we're...
strength check to pick up the tree and move it a couple of feet.
How is it even
Nope.
rooted?
You hug the tree. Dres, this is the first thing of affection you have ever received, I think, in your entire life.
It's an almost literal bear hug.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame. I tried. Well, I don't know if he can hear me, but Drez, if you're in there, if you still have a soul, I just want to say, like, you need to get out of the way somehow. So
That'd
Can
be
you,
dark
like-
if he literally just became a tree where that wasn't sentient anymore, and that was just the end.
you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta shimmy your branches slightly out the way, because you've locked our pilot in the room.
Wait, this lasts 1 hour per level? We could spend half a day here.
12 hours,
Timber!
Ah, no.
Wait,
Attempts at walking have led towards falling towards Greg.
wait, what?
Greg is going to attempt his reflex save and attempt to like tumble roll out of the way.
The most agile thing he's ever done.
Into the spider room.
Yeah. Spider room. This was planned well.
Ah! It was either that or the poop room. Alright.
Oh, did you
Dress?
just miss it?
Well, that was disorienting.
Drez, you just attempted to kill our pilot. I would say I'm disappointed, but I'm also not surprised.
The what?
The
Uh,
pilot.
The
Yeah.
pilot. The person who sits at the front of the ship and goes with it.
Why would they do that?
I mean, his chair spinning skills are not the best, but apparently he can get us through the asteroid field.
I don't actually know why he would do it either, but I'm just kind of picking up the lingo as we move along here.
I'm just going to assume you all know exactly as much as I do.
Okay.
Which is absolutely nothing, but it seems to be true.
Greg sits in the pilot seat.
Now, Blythe,
Yes.
sorry for interrupting again, but I was just wondering, how many freebooter clans are there?
Well, I mean, as far as the main ones, I would say about 5. Maybe 5. Maybe 7.
And
Really depends.
how will our arrival be, well, perceived given what happened to the last freebooter?
Well,
Ship.
I mean, you're in neutral ground, and also we kicked out the Tanners because they're dicks.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you're mostly clear. Currently, this station... So when I say neutral territory, I mean that, that Molt Station is more of a... Well, it changes hands frequently, so it's kind of just a... When new leadership is declared, everybody that was on the station beforehand usually leaves.
And is it currently run by your clan?
Yes, the Red and Blacks. They're currently working on a better name. The recent reunification has been a bit of a...
Were they originally two different things, the Reds and the Blacks?
Yes, we have 2 leaders, and they're not exactly... I wouldn't say they see eye to eye, but that would be a bit discriminatory.
Oh, one of them's shorter than the other.
No, one of them doesn't have eyes.
Oh. As in the organic sense or the mechanical
Yes.
sense?
The whole worshipping cybernetic enhancements thing that's a bit of a new policy.
New policy brought on by whom?
I like
the Blacks.
how he wasn't wrong to take it to a literal place. He just took it to the wrong literal place.
Oh, so the though that clan is responsible for all the cybernetic stuff, and
Yes.
everyone else was
Yes,
all right with it.
The Reds, well, I mean, you know the term red-blooded. It's a bit inaccurate, honestly, but, well, it's stuck. So that's
I don't
what
have
the
red blood.
Well, neither do I, but phrases.
Yay, you have something in common. You two can become besties now.
But, well, it was all about raw purism, and then they got their asses kicked, and they went running to I need to come up with a better faction name than just Reds and Blacks, because this is starting to get weird.
Well, how about the
How about blacks and reds?
how about no, like how about the Vermilion Flame and the Obsidian Shards?
I mean, the second one's kind of fine, but the first one, I'm fairly certain the Flaming Eye would not be happy with that.
How about...
Really? Just the use of flame?
They're pretty territorial over everything. Branding, I'm not sure about that, but well, they leave us alone currently, but if we start calling ourselves the Vermilion Flame, I'm fairly certain we'd run into problems.
How about the Storm Cloaks?
That's
not half bad.
that's a bit of an old game, isn't it?
How about
the Mushroom Kingdom?
How about the Knights of the Week?
What?
It's
Have
like days of the
You
week.
met us.
Huh?
Weaklings
met you.
usually get set on the put on the front lines.
Oh,
Blown up.
Were you not on the front lines?
Me? No.
Oh.
How
I don't
about-
like lines at all.
the Scarlet Soldiers?
I mean, let's just go with the Scarlets and the
How about the
how about the
Howabouts?
robots? We'll just call them the robots.
Robots.
The Reds and the
Scarlet
robots.
Robots.
Well,
Rs.
wait, well, but you can call
How
them
about
Obsidian, or
the
you can call them
Rocket League?
Ebony, or
The
We're
Rocket
just gonna go
League.
with robots. 'Cause that's what they are. They're just
No,
they're
I
just
like Rocket
robots.
League. Oh.
Rocket League. I like that.
All right.
Alright, there we go.
A League
The
of
Rocket
Extraordinary
League.
Rockets.
League of
Awesome.
extraordinary rocket men.
So
The
who
League of Things that
overwatches
are
the
in
Rocket
space.
League?
What? No, that's silly.
Nobody overwatches the Rocket League?
No.
nope.
Oh. But,
If anything, I'd be the Underwatch.
oh.
But that's more of a me
But-
role.
Is that an
But
intern?
how long have you been in this guild?
Or is
Uh,
never watch an intern?
Ooh, about 2 weeks, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So a fortnight. Got it.
God damn it.
He took it.
Anyway.
Now, so this merger was rather forced.
No, it was quite voluntary on both sides.
And what does this spell
Oh, it
for
means
the
they were
other-
getting killed by somebody stronger and they had to team up. I get it.
What will this mean for the other clans?
Well, I mean, currently we outnumber them by a little bit, and so, they'll probably unify, and then we'll have a bit of
Wait a second. Wait a second. Don't you think that one of your leaders is going to betray the other at some point then?
No, unlikely. They're looking into a bit of a, shall we say, political union? No, that wouldn't be quite right.
Wait, you mean
They're
they're getting married?
married.
No, that wouldn't
Well,
be.
one of them's looking into it, the other one doesn't have eyes.
Are they gonna, like, is the mechanical one going to add himself to the other one?
This is getting oddly personal. I should probably start charging you for this information.
Oh.
We have fish.
Oh, well, but yes, that's exactly it.
We can charge
Those
you
are
into
my
space.
fish. You haven't caught any fish since you got here.
All right. Show me a fish and I'll catch it.
Well, first you gotta get into the harpoon room.
Which
That
one's
door-
that one?
Door to your right.
Past
And then
the
try not to rip this one off the
spiders,
wall.
The net room.
I'm not going to the
Right.
net room. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, the harpoon room is to your left.
Huh?
So far, we've been very lucky in that the ship that we tore like 3 holes into wasn't this one.
No, that's the net room.
We'll catch fish later. Blythe, I am ready for you to pilot this thing.
Wouldn't you
I
expect
mean-
there to be signs on all the doors saying what each one
you-
is, like written in
Have you
crayon?
ever... You have traveled on a ship before, right?
No.
That's concerning.
I've killed things on
Oh
ships
my god,
before.
are you a bunch of rubes?
Yes? Wait, maybe. Is that a good thing?
Is that
For
a pie?
you, it might be a kind word. Sure.
Knowledge rube is it? Nope, no idea. Ah.
So what? Is it a wisdom check or is it like a piloting profession culture? Is it a culture check? Or is
I'm
it
the rubiest rube that ever rubed. And there's my bluff check.
Is it a bluff when you're telling the truth, though?
I mean, that's my culture check. I don't know what a rube is necessarily.
Culture check sounds like an annoying YouTube series.
I'm already annoyed.
Wait.
So what? We
Can
can't. You can't
is-
space us because we're rubes. Is that what
Is
you're
it-
saying?
Is a rube a job, and would that be a profession
what,
check?
space you know?
Is spacing a rube a hate crime?
Look, when it comes down to it, it takes a while to travel anywhere around here. I'm sure if you actually felt like asking your ship some things, it would tell you exactly how far and how long it's going to take you to get to Asteroid Station, but rest assured it'll be about 6 hours. That's why I'm in here and not in there, piloting frantically trying to avoid the asteroids.
All right.
So he's hinting we should
So-
rest.
I guess we should rest. Yes. Got the bed.
Oh.
Well, there's
Greg
bunk
is
beds, right?
out.
There's 4 beds in there. But
Oh.
I shall sleep in the robot.
Greg, when you modified that thing, were you building it for Flurf, or were you building it...
Well, my booster
Greg.
seat should
I
still
built
be in
it for
there.
Greg.
Okay, so Flurf, the space
Greg, you
inside the
bastard.
robot is significantly more spacious than previous. You can kind of jam yourself in one of the leg compartments.
Okay. Leg.
During the long semantics discussion, Drez mastered the art of sleeping while standing up.
I like scooch past. Phew. Didn't tip him over accidentally. I will curl up in this corner and look out at the stars longingly. I
Wait,
wonder
I'm on
what
the
Earth
planet.
Close
is
to
out
home.
there.
Although now I feel like she's about to burst into a musical number. Like, where is my home?
I can just refit the
Is
robots
it over there?
to be for Flurf.
No, I didn't see it.
Alright, so Flurf,
I'm alone in
make
stars.
a make an engineering check.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, you could reasonably start doing it. It's gonna take longer, though. Bird managed to do some wizardry.
I'm putting like a system in that's modular, so I can put it in to use the big robot, but it doesn't actually affect.
Okay, so you
Briggs'
effectively
system.
jury rig. You know those like plastic grabber arm things?
Yeah, it's like Stilton and
You
plastic grab
jury rig some stilts and 2 like little arm things, and then like you reappropriate a harness from the net room, and so you can strap yourself in like a little, I guess like a child.
Wee.
Drez got a little
This is
too
better
good at
than a
sleeping
booster
while
seat.
standing up.
All right. So apart from Flurf tinkering around, everybody is going to bed.
Yep.
Oh, maybe I will sing that little song. I'm just writing it right now.
All right. So Alarin writes a song. The spider ball grows,
Ah.
and everybody
Ugh.
else sleeps.
Next on Shattered Planet, spider bowling.
Okay. So after a couple of hours, you kind of hear like a pinging sound. And, I guess...
In an unfamiliar place, in the dark of space, home seems so far among the scattered stars. Oh, I miss home. Oh well.
Nicely done.
Just something quick.
Well done.
Bearman, I'm in need of your assistance.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless you want us to all die, we're coming up on the asteroid field, and there's a tree in the hallway. Again.
Greg kicks the tree.
Always alert. My body is a weapon.
Greg kicks the air as Durf. I mean, not Durf, Drez panics out of the way.
Now find you no matter where you
Quit singing, we got work to do.
are. Oh, what?
Good job. Singing is her work.
Greg picks
Aw.
up Alarin, scoots her to the left,
Ah!
and picks up, and then it almost picks up Blythe, thinks better of it, and instead just gestures to the seat.
Thank you.
Where are we going?
Well, as you can see, through that, and he points forward, and... Greg, you've seen this before. The last time you looked in your infinite bag of rocks, it looked a lot like this.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wait, what? Greg
This is the
pulls
infinite
out the
bag of
infinite
rocks.
bag of rocks and looks into it.
wait. Does the asteroid belt light up?
Do we
no.
see a giant Greg face just poof into the distance, looking into the asteroid
No.
belt?
I'm just trying to think of how Greg would look at these things, and he'd be like, "Oh, hey, it's the same thing." So I'm totally
Oh, yeah.
imagining you looking up and then trying to like see if your eye is like floating in the sky somewhere.
Exactly. You've exactly figured it out.
But no, you do not see a giant Greg floating in the sky somewhere. That would be
What
really
we need
rad.
to do is attach the bag of rocks to the front of the ship and open it. And then we're safe.
No. It's a one-way thing. Rocks come out. They don't go in.
So this is the field?
Yes, this is the field. It is well, you can see why we don't get visitors much and why the station doesn't change hands too often.
Greg reaches into the bag of rocks and pulls out a furry rock, if he can find one.
That would just
roll
look like a
a-
triple.
Roll a die 20.
Furry rock.
I mean, I have the ability to summon like specific kinds of rocks.
Yeah.
What is a
We
furry
did plus
rock?
one this thing.
I guess a
Yeah,
moss
you
rock?
did. You did. All right. You find it's kind of like a felted rock.
Yeah.
I give it to Flurf and I say, "Here you go. It's like you."
Oh,
That was the whole plan.
thanks. Thanks. I put the furry rock in my fur,
Ah,
never to be
Absorbing
seen
its
again.
power.
Yeah, it just kind of like sinks in. Anyway, so you're going to have to probably leave the room. I don't
Why?
exactly. I mean, have you tried doing extremely life or death things in the presence of other life forms that are
yeah,
really annoying and smell like
yeah,
grapes?
yeah.
I've spun
Oh.
around in that chair
Oh,
vigorously.
I
And-
know.
ah. Hey guys, he's giving us a hint.
He is actually in the process of disinfecting both the chair and the console.
I
think he's saying
refuse to
something.
leave. I must watch. Make sure he's not going to do anything funny.
Bearman, can you get rid of the
No,
no.
no.
With pleasure.
all right?
No.
Picks up the Flurf and chucks him into the spider ballroom.
No!
Oh
Wait,
no.
does the spider get bigger?
Yes.
Um,
I mean, it's
tell
a
me what's in
spider
there.
ball, but it has gotten bigger.
Nightmares.
Flurf, they are crawling on your skin.
Oh no.
Oh.
these wounds they will not heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Would you say that the sphere is consuming what is real?
Well, they're
I
consuming his
immediately-
hair for sure.
I immediately jump out and onto Greg and start rubbing my body on his to teach him a lesson about the spiders.
I'm just trying to think of an alternate version of this song. Like, it's spiders in my hair.
All right, Greg is reflex saving against that.
Alright, so you guys are having a personal duel. Hilariously, none of the spiders come along. As soon as you leave the spider ball, they pretty much immediately lose interest in you.
Oh, okay.
But you are rubbing yourself on Greg.
I picture just crawling all over him because I can with all my arms.
Ah. Anyway, while that's going on, what's happening in the plot?
Well, I'm kind of waiting for the others to leave the room too. That means you, Tree Lizard.
Oh, so we can't bear witness to your piloting prowess?
No.
Oh.
You know the whole like, oh shoot, what would it be?
Oh, you have stage fright, don't you?
No, it's
Ooh.
you know how. Shut up.
I'm suspicious.
You know how when I wouldn't exactly say you're kidnapping victims, but it's the closest thing. But you know, you put the bag over the head in a kind of classic manner, and then you lead them to the secret location. Well, that's how we're getting in.
You think we're going to be able to remember the route with all of these floating rocks about?
One of you can turn into a tree at this point. I'm not making assumptions.
I see. Well,
How do we know that we can trust you?
You don't. But you also don't have much of a choice.
I'm just thinking to myself of like all the things we could have done, but
Yeah, we could sick the what are they called? The undead guys on him.
Or just cast, like, a kill it instantly spell.
well,
Damn it, coming up with lyrics is hard. The furthest I got was spiders into my hair, their legs are all I feel.
now what was what was the song specifically? That
Crawling by Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
I was making it spiders.
I don't know if I've heard that one. What's the tune?
Mostly Chester
well-
Bennington screaming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because for a moment, I
Spiders in my hair, their legs are all I feel.
I actually want to hear this song. Like, I really want everybody to just kind of collaborate on a weird ass Grave
Jesus.
of Man mixtape by the end of this.
Just weird
Yeah.
parody songs.
a lot
Yeah.
of Alarin
Workshop.
songs too.
Yeah, some Alarin originals, Drez just bastardizing popular songs to fit his horror spells.
Greg
Greg
gargling
songs.
on his own spit.
Yeah, just a 3-minute video, or not video, song of you gargling.
Well, all right. I mean, I suppose as long as the pirates will give us safe passage afterwards.
I mean, of course.
I thought you said you couldn't guarantee that, though, given your
I
leaders.
can guarantee you with our little band, and our little band has a little bit of an influence right now. So, yes, you'll have a modicum, you will have a lot more safe passage than you had previously. People will think twice before boarding you. The horrifying things that happen to them when you do.
Yeah. I suppose
I'm
it is
I am
information
good
we
at
can relay about the
horrifying.
Tanners.
Yes, I know.
All right. Well, pile it on, Blythe.
I asked the ship to log his every action and relay it to me remotely,
Oof.
so I can essentially spy on what he's doing.
Okay.
without him knowing. Do I need to... Computer check?
No, your computer will do that.
Okay.
Tree lizard.
Drez.
What happened?
Oh,
Leave.
Oh, I'm supposed to leave.
Yep.
you're referred to as the tree lizard.
Okay, so as soon
Tree
as you go
lizard.
through the door, it locks, and then
Ah, hell.
a door that Flurf you have never even seen before locks. over
We
door.
did the thing where we trust people again. That literally never works.
And then you feel the ship. Holy shit! You don't feel a damn thing.
So we don't
We have
even
been
feel
betrayed
it
by
leaving in and
literally
out?
anyone who has ever spoken to us. How do we not learn?
And Flurf, as far as you can tell, your ship is having the best time.
Oh.
He's fucking your ship.
Your ship just got nat 20'd straight through an asteroid field.
Whoa.
And he's got a plus 27 to piloting, so he knows what he's doing.
Man, he must have a real handle on that joystick, huh?
Oh, yeah. He's got both hands on.
Shell, that's the first dirty joke I've ever heard you tell. I didn't think it was possible.
It was about piloting, though, so...
Wow.
We've destroyed her. It took many years, but we finally have done it. Anyway.
We took
So, yeah.
cucking a Flurf.
It's a renaissance
A
fucking
cuckolding.
a flirt.
They're making a new Flurf.
No. Poor Flurf.
Blythe is just cradling this spaceship in his arms.
Pretty
and
much
you just see like a
number one way
weird,
to
like,
get the video demonetized is to call it the Flurf Cucker.
There's a lot of potential titles here.
Flurf? Did she ever ask you to pilot her before?
Oh.
I think she did one time, but I just sort of spun around in the chair, and that seemed like it was good enough.
Oh, that poor ship. Go figure.
Jeez. That shit just wanted somebody to love her.
Oh my god.
It's getting it now.
Oh, God.
That's just really,
I'm getting weirdly uncomfortable now.
just really weird.
This is really weird.
We're like all those creeps that are like locked outside the door overhearing things.
Yeah, you hear like some smooth jazz or something coming from
My darling, I
Wait, did he just dimension
just want
door?
to tunnel you through an
Wait,
asteroid
did you just teleport through,
field.
Drez?
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh.
Do I gain a madness
Oh.
point?
Are we gonna careen into an asteroid? But he nat 20'd it, so shouldn't he not lose his
Yeah, no.
concentration?
He doesn't lose his concentration.
Oh, does he even notice Drez then?
Oh no. What's gonna happen, Wander?
I'm trying
Well-
to decide what he would do.
Well, I wonder where Drez went, and is it possible for me to like climb into the vents, make my way in there?
It depends on if there are any vents.
Why does
Yeah.
everyone want to get in that room so bad?
The
Weirdos, he was just
where
gonna
anything's
pilot us.
happening.
That piloting music is so smooth.
God. Are you all so threatened at the sight of somebody actually accomplishing something
Yes.
that you can't
Greg,
let it just
you're the
slide
one
in
that's
this
asking
game?
that? You're the one that's asking?
Yes, I am. I'm legitimately just
There's just all this hypothesizing about what's happening in there, and I'm like, I can
Okay.
just go.
So, Drez, what you see is I assume you're not being stealthy at all, are you?
No.
Okay. So you see him just kind of piloting the ship. It looks smooth. It looks actually rather casual. It almost looks easy. And then he hears you. And then he turns. And... Give me a second.
It's like you can't let anyone win.
I
You can't
just,
let anyone succeed.
I
You
don't
just gotta
want him to die
self-sabotage them.
because Wander made a really hot icon for him
A
With long-
hot
A hot
icon.
icon
with
for
long
him.
flowing hair. Yes,
I gotta
Very-
see this now.
What has long flowing hair?
The icon.
I have long
Blythe.
flowing hair.
Blythe.
Oh.
I thought he was just a recolor.
Oh, those are bad. Those are high numbers. Those a lot of them.
Drez,
Oh no!
he hears you, he swivels in the chair, and he shoots you 4 times. For 70, 107,
What?
146 damage.
That's not so bad.
He's gonna do it again in a second if you don't get out.
You are debilitated.
What is
I'm not sure what
debilitated?
that does. I think you are
What?
flat-footed for your next round.
What is debilitated? Oh, I'm
Flat-footed
debilitated.
or off-target. What's off-target do? Yeah, you're flat-footed for the next round. So your dexterity does not apply for the next round.
Ah.
Oof.
And we of course hear all this blaster fire.
No, you
Nope.
don't.
Oh, because of the sealed doors?
No, well,
Or he's a silencer.
yeah.
I wonder what's going on in there.
Boom.
Guess we'll never know.
This is better.
Yeah, you're next to a ball of food.
This is way better.
Oh, is he gonna start eating the spider ball?
This isn't doing much to convince me that he's on our team.
I don't think you did a lot to convince him that you're on his team, so.
So has
Our
anything
only
happened
interaction
with
has been him attacking me.
the
Oh no,
course of
the ship is quiet.
Oh. Okay, well,
I mean, for all
Is-
I know, the undead guys in the spider room are not on my team because they don't have any fur.
What does that mean?
It just means that you guys brought them on my ship, and I have no idea who they are, even to this day.
Dress doesn't have fur. I have something that resembles hair, but I don't know if it really is since I'm more aquatic in nature.
Yeah, and you two, Greg and Lauren, you've been significantly more useful than Drez has. Yeah, to the function of this ship.
I disabled the ship that boarded yours
So I've now
in one blow.
I've associated I've come to associate the amount of fur that somebody has with their loyalty.
Have you met many other creatures
Greg
on your
high-fives
travels,
Flurf.
Flurf?
we taught him racism.
It's called furism.
Greg
Greg name already?
Greg extends a fist bump to Flurf.
Flurfs gets punched.
Well, especially with those gauntlets on, I mean, really.
Hey.
So, how many other aliens have you met on your travels, Flurf? Does the ship ever let you out, aside from catching fish?
I vaguely remember where the ship. I think I was born on the ship, and I never seen anything else besides space fish.
Wait, you were born on the ship? You've never been able to meet your own kind?
As far as I know, I thought I was the only of my kind besides what the ship numbers. I thought
Feelings, right?
Is Blythe just standing in the door?
You don't know that.
I'm trying to decide.
I thought Flurf was another name for pilot.
I wouldn't call this a Henderson, but I didn't plan on this. You guys are flooded in darkness.
What? Oh, he's using a darkness spell.
This guy has issues.
Can I use light to combat the darkness?
No,
You
this
cast-
is like a physical darkness. This is
You cast light, but it is not enough. This is a bit higher. I don't think you can use the light spell on a darkness spell.
No.
Make perception checks though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Oh, this is not gonna go well.
Okay.
Wow, Drez is awesome
Drez.
at this, and I'm close second.
Okay. So, Lauren,
Yeah?
you hear... Wait, let's see what... let's see...
Well,
Let's
I
see.
asked the ship what's going on.
Drez, you roll high enough. Lauren, you hear the doors. Drez, you hear somebody enter the room.
Now, were the doors that I heard the ones to the piloting room, like the bridge?
And then
or
you
to...
hear it leave.
Okay.
it leave?
Yep.
What is
Is
it?
there something beeping on the floor now?
Nope.
Not a thermal detonator or anything?
So the doors are open, and Blythe is gone.
Ah, well, that took care of itself.
Wait,
Driz, you terrible stupid.
but where are we? I look in the front. Can I go through the doors?
Oh yeah, you can get through the doors.
What's outside?
You
I
were
asked
in the
the
middle
ship
of an
what has
asteroid
happened.
field.
Oh.
Wait, did he abandon us?
Yeah, as far as you can tell, Blythe has left you in the middle of an asteroid field.
Necromancers.
Well, he didn't take anything, did he?
Yes. What's going on?
Did you notice anyone?
Well,
Perchance?
yes, it went dark, and then it went light again. Does that count?
But we had another passenger, and he's vanished.
Oh. Huh, that would be impressive. Where could he have possibly gone?
Is he inside the mech?
I asked
Actually,
the ship.
The mech ain't there either.
Oh,
damn it.
did he fly out into space?
I worked so hard on that.
Hey,
Greg
Greg,
runs into the room and begins openly weeping.
Greg, did you install a tracking device or anything on that, or?
Lauren, I'm in no position to talk right now.
I've been
sorry.
trying to ask the ship what the hell's been going on while it was dark.
Well,
The ship is really pissed off at Drez. Like, the ship is so pissed off, Drez is no longer considered a flurf.
he lost his flurf status.
And the ship is also pretty down with the idea of jettisoning him.
Captain Flurf.
Yes.
The
Is-
ship has like
does-
3,000 flurps and one sub flurp.
I mean, does she know a way out, or because he was the one piloting, she probably couldn't see much, could she? Not without your eyes.
I have no idea. I've been asking the ship what's going on and haven't been getting much other than
The ship
curses towards Drez.
the ship
How
admits
did we get
that
picked up by the single creepiest ship in existence?
as you were flying through space, he was doing it purely manual, and had actually managed to shut down all of her sensors at the time.
Oh.
Well, it was because he didn't want us to know the location of the pirate base within
It was
the asteroid field.
BDSM.
Mm.
Alright, well, I'll turn everything back on.
Okay, so you turn all the sensors back on, and immediately you start just getting many proximity warnings.
Hear that, guys? I turned on the ship.
Yeah.
It
Brag
was-
about it.
Yeah, nobody cares when you do it.
Oh.
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 Yeah, you didn't make it smooth like anybody else. What, you just flicked on a switch?
Oh.
And do we see the
in a
mech
depressing-
anywhere in the debris? Like
Oh
anywhere?
no, you don't see anything. It's just rocks.
Large, small, all around?
Oh yeah.
And does it look like we're in the center of the field or that there's a definitive end somewhere?
You can see rocks.
Captain
There-
Flurf.
There's space between the rocks, or is there just more rocks between the rocks?
Okay. Guys, it's clear that we aren't going to make any allegiance with these pirates, so I pull out the chalk.
Huh?
We're gonna need some help. I
Chalk? What do you have chalk for?
scrawl a door-shaped rectangle on the wall.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing that.
Oh.
So you,
What-
Thought we wouldn't see that guy again.
What would stop with your graffiti? What are you doing?
Shh. This is the only way.
The only
So
way is to
you-
draw pictures on the wall?
you draw the door on the wall,
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
and
Flurf immediately tries to run through it. And
I don't like how
it's-
you're pregnant pausing all your words.
Yeah.
it opens
Yeah?
slightly,
Slightly?
and a hand grabs you
Oh! Oh!
Well,
and pulls you through the door.
Whoa!
So we'll pull you out here for a second.
how does this keep happening?
Yeah. This exact thing. I guess Alarin's gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
Oh no, Greg's
No,
gonna lose.
there's
Greg's
no
gonna lose
trips.
another arm.
So, Alarin, you were pulled into Merrick's shop. Let me find where I put Merrick. He's like way down on the list at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks upset?
Obviously.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. I fully
That's an
anticipate
upset
Give me a
that to be his
second. That's not an upset face. Let me fix this.
Where is he? I don't see him anywhere.
He
Well, I
took him
think
off because he
Wa-
looked too
Wa-
not upset.
Wander
Yeah.
is actually going to change his facial expression specifically for this.
Yeah.
I'm probably just going to alter his mouth.
This is not going to take very long.
Just gonna rotate
Okay.
his mouth.
It's
Frowny
gonna make it go
Merc.
from being like yay to
Yeah. Why did you open that up? That's not even a thing.
Time to
that I've-
rename this series "Everybody Hates Drez."
I mean,
I
Dread's
mean, you
Destroyer
haven't really
Worlds.
endeared a lot of people right now.
Drez, you're slightly higher up in my books than the necromancers are because you have something closer to hair than they do.
The necromancers had hair at one point, though.
The
Yeah, but
spiders
they
have a
have
lot
all-
of hair.
Wait, is that burned skin or what? What is that?
Decayed.
It's like
They-
rotted flesh.
They're like zombies. Well, they're more like skeletons that have layers still.
yeah. I mean, are you actually trying to look closely at them?
So that so it wouldn't be burned flesh.
Are you looking closely at
I don't know.
At the
Sure,
necromancers,
let's look closely
they
at
probably
them.
react.
Okay, that is not skin.
Ew.
Oh. 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 Then what have they been shedding on my floors?
Oh,
Ah,
they've been shedding spiders
Yeah.
Oh.
everywhere.
I think we
Ugh.
can just erase those two lines on the sides.
Oh, what is happening? right
Yeah,
now?
so that's what I was gonna do.
I
just
don't
got a
know,
little-
Drez. I think you're just ruining yet another plot line with your
I've only done like
shenanigans.
3 things so far,
You should-
and they've all been bad.
They've all been very anti-Blythe.
We should probably save that as a separate one, too.
There we go. Move that over. It's
I also have this thing in my inventory, but I don't know what it is from last time. And you never told me what it is.
which was it?
I literally have written down thing question mark. Because you never told me what it is.
Okay, you need to learn how to make better notes to yourself in this game.
Yeah.
You never
We will
told
not
me what
remember.
it is. It was
Where
from the battle, I think. With the
You should at least write down like what it was from or
The
something
battle.
than just
battle with the
thing
what?
question
Yeah,
mark.
because here's the
like
thing.
with the turrets or something. I forget.
I have to keep track of like 6 or 7 like different
Oh,
It-
items
didn't,
and
didn't he
objects.
pick up an orb?
Admittedly, I did keep track of like 9 different unique pickups over the campaign, and I think 2 of them came up again, and other ones faded to obscurity.
Yeah, they have to be
Shiny
used
gear.
fairly quickly or examined fairly quickly, or I completely forgot about how or where or
I think
what.
it's only been one session.
If you give me
but-
the specific context for it, I will gladly tell you what it does. But I've got other shit
Oh.
like what is currently happening on my mind, as opposed to what's in Durf's
What
inventory.
was thing?
yeah.
Now,
well,
is this te-
I was so confused at the time though, because like he never told me what it was.
It's okay, you'll learn.
Okay.
Is this technically the midpoint, or should we?
No.
No.
Bird has to leave in half an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll just end in half an hour.
Okay.
Yep. So Lauren.
Yeah.
I guess I do actually have a new map for this, kind of. Lauren, you are taken into his shop,
Mm-hmm.
and he looks cross. You've never seen Merrick mad before.
Oh yes, he's usually quite jovial.
Yeah.
But like that
so-
artificial salesman jovial.
That's true.
I'm pretend friendly for personal gain.
Can't hide 90% of this. There we go. On Fog of War. Hide everything. Okay.
Yep, he's just getting it set up.
Yeah. I was not exactly expecting any of this turn of events, so it's...
I've been
Me neither. Drez.
Okay.
Every time people have asked about Skitter or Merrick, I've said, hey, I can always try using the chalk as soon as we get a moment of respite. And this seems like a moment of respite because we're literally dead in the, well, not water, but
Okay, so
dead in the
Alarin,
expanse.
you should be in the top right.
All right.
You-
I see.
Aw, he's adorable.
Oh, he's precious.
Oh, he's angry.
I don't like it.
Okay, give me a second. I think I gotta delete the map again, because I put it on the wrong layer as usual. Okay.
He's
So
so,
he-
precious.
He does not look happy with you. And I don't exactly remember his voice, because it's been a little while. And he's like,
Ah, Merrick to be
this
the
is
final
Merrick,
boss.
I think. Kind of. Yes.
Yep.
I'm always excited, because I'm Merrick.
He looks behind you and make sure the door is completely closed and nobody has come through. And so the shop looks different. It looks like he might have changed locations.
For obvious reasons.
Weird.
What are you doing here?
Merrick, it's such a long story.
I heard it. I know the story. I know what you did.
It wasn't solely my fault.
Oh no. I wouldn't expect anything of the sort from you. Honest mistake on your end. Hand the worm to the destroyer. Everything will be fine, right? Yeah, sure.
Is that what they call him?
Oh yeah, he is. Whew. You are lucky I did not destroy that chalk. Hell, you're lucky I didn't send well, someone after you. That bounty is high.
Ooh.
Wait,
Oh.
there's a bounty on us?
Mostly him. I mean, mostly the bounty for you and Greg and Skitter is all for information on the destroyer, but well, it's high.
Oh, I see.
I could, you know, the money I made from you hooking me up with gelato and the ice cream connection
Well, what else? What about the
pales
dwarven
in
hold?
comparison.
Horde? The dwarven horde. How about that?
Pales in comparison.
Who could possibly foot such a bounty?
I mean, gods. You blow up their playground, they get kind of pissy. Guess who has infinite funds? Gods.
And where is Skitter?
Oh, he's around. He's fine.
Oh, thank goodness, Merrick. I was worried. I was worried that he had come back to us before.
Oh no.
Before all that happened.
Well, he was close.
He was close?
Well, I mean, metaphorically. He was on his way back. Zoom in? Okay.
Yeah, I like you to zoom in on characters when we're talking.
Sorry, I forget. As DM, I kind of need to see everything. But he was very close, and then, well, he kind of saw it coming.
Oh. Well, the reason why I wanted to come to the shop, it's because we're stranded out in space.
Great.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
probably the safest place you could possibly be.
Well, in the middle of an asteroid field.
A correction. That's okay. I'm gonna have to do the mental math on that one. It's still safer than many places, but that's pretty bad.
Yeah, so I don't know what I wanted to accomplish by coming here. It's just, well, we had met a pirate, a space pirate of sorts, and he was going to lead us safely back to an enclave where they had multiple groups come together, and it just happened to be at the center of the asteroid field, and
Oh.
we were asked to leave the room and let him pilot the ship that we're on, and
Molt Station, I know it.
yes, and so we were told to leave the room and let him work his magic. Why was I thinking that? And then Drez, he just disappeared. He must have dimension doored right into the room, and
You let that idiot sneak up on a pirate, taking you to his secret lair.
yeah, and
It's not so secret when other people get to see how to get there.
precisely. So then everything went black, and he must have taken off with the mech suit that.
Well, go figure. Pirates are notoriously, well, they're not trustworthy, but you break their trust, they're definitely not trustworthy.
Oh, I know that full well. And so the ship, it doesn't have eyes or senses of the sort of its own, so it had no recollection of how it was getting to that point in the asteroid field, and
You're stuck.
yes.
Also,
we have a bunch of liches with us.
Why are you there?
Because we shielded ourselves.
Look,
before...
I know you're a bad judge of character, but at this point, something in your head should be going, maybe I shouldn't be here. Maybe I'm choosing to associate with the wrong crowd.
No, I've known that for a long time, but at the moment, there isn't really a means of escape. I mean, the ship doesn't really have any secondary vessels to leave it, and even if I could, we're in the middle of an asteroid field after all. But when you said the gods were after us, oh. They'll go from one plane to the next relentlessly, won't they?
I mean, they're kind of casual with it. It's like you blow up somebody's favorite sword or shield. Except for it's a little bit bigger and a little bit more expensive to replace. But, I mean...
And is Zagnoth really gone?
Oh, well, yeah. Poof.
So the drow, the...
Oh yeah, no,
reincarnated
all
people,
dead.
The druids,
This is pretty bad.
Oh. I'm actually sort of like half teary right now. I didn't intend for this to happen. When I left home, I just wanted to find my father and
Well, you were close. It was definitely in Zagnoth.
wait, he what?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh my.
Damn, Merrick, can you soften that a little bit?
You don't
Ooh.
you don't mean he's dead, do you?
No, unlikely. Well, who knows? Probably not.
I mean, I just hoped that his patron would save him, but all the other people too. I was just trying to get back home to Naharath, but the Leviathans could very well be there still.
They,
I don't know. I just been feeling lost, and you and Skitter and the other people that have helped us along our journeys, I suppose you're the only consistent things. I mean, my friends are too, but
Are they?
I don't know anymore.
I mean, one of them just casually killed a planet.
I mean, it could have been a mistake. He just wanted to contain
Mistake
the
or not,
world.
usually that requires I would say an ounce of remorse, maybe. Or at least maybe like some self-doubt.
You are right. He doesn't really seem that affected by it, but I don't know. I was wondering if maybe there was something that could help us get out of the field, or otherwise I suppose we can just try making it out on our own. I'm sorry to bother you, Merrick.
Well, no,
I know that we don't deserve it.
I can work out a deal with you, but this is one of those deals. You know the ones.
You mean like the sell my soul kind of deals?
No.
No,
I'm
he's
not
Satan. He's Merrick.
yes, exactly.
Those pointy little ears, though.
That was like one of those movie scenes where someone's like, we're gonna have to make a special kind of deal, and someone's like, all right, and starts unzipping their pants. No, what? No.
This is
yeah.
This is a high cost. And he passes you a note.
What? Really?
I mean,
I have the note, by the way.
yes. You're the easiest person to pass notes to. Everybody else will have to get Discord messages.
Yeah.
But listen to me. You keep with this. It's going to go bad. Like, you are in the worst possible place. They were leaving Zagnoth and the like alone because, well, somebody else had laid stake to that one, but they're in the area, and then obviously you've pissed off, what, two of the 12 factions of freebooters.
Yes.
That's not a good track record. There aren't that many allies out and about.
Technically, didn't we upset 3 because there's the Scarlets,
Technically, aren't
the
we in a worse
Obsidians,
situation?
and the Tanners?
Well, I mean, the Scarlets and the Obsidians, they're well on the way to being one faction, so benefit of the doubt there. It's just bigger than the 2 individual ones. Addition, whatever. So I can get you out of there. I can help you get out. But you're gonna need to do that thing for me.
But who would I even approach for that?
I mean, it wouldn't be so hard.
Like, is there a particular planet, a place, a person that I would have to contact?
Well, I mean, the easy way to do it would actually be, I can get you straight to Molt Station.
Really? Wow, but once we reach there, Wouldn't we already be at odds with the pirates?
Oh, probably, but I mean, that would be your get out of jail free card.
So... I mean, it's hard to take in. I mean, they've been with me so long, and to do this, what other choice do I have? What will they do? What will they do to them?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
I deal with a lot of information, but that one's a bit beyond me.
I suppose the gods are capable of anything, aren't they?
I mean, not really. They're a little bit more limited than you think they would be. They can't just, snap a finger and have you there before them instantly. Realms of influence, and, well, that's why they're pissed.
I see. So you'd get us to the station. And then... this.
Then it's up to you.
And why do you want to help us, Merrick?
I mean, we've been friends for years. I'm not exactly going to just cut you dry, but I'd have to say you're a bit of a, well, hot topic right now, and you know me. I like to keep them around until they cool. Keep my distance. I don't exactly like getting burned by things. By friends, by connections, by items in my possession. Fire, yes.
No, I'm starting to understand that feeling all too well too, Merrick.
I mean, there's one other option.
Which would be?
You could just stay here.
And just leave them?
I mean, somebody would pick them up eventually.
Eventually, but...
Well, I mean, they're right on the pirate's doorstep. It wouldn't take long.
They'd be a literal sitting duck. And not to mention the liches and the massive spider ball.
You've got a ship full of horrors there, I will admit.
I like how I asked to be a druid because it gives me a lot of options, and now every option I take has just been horrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, with great power comes great responsibility, which you have graciously not demonstrated.
Pissed on, and then possibly pooped on repeatedly.
Nuclear fission is not character knowledge.
I mean, Merrick, I appreciate the offer, but I can't abandon this. I can't abandon it now. My quest to find my father,
is over. You found him, and your friend blew him to hell.
You're right.
I mean...
I'm going, Merrick. And I'm going to set this right, once and for all.
I would say good luck, but... good luck.
Aww. That was weirdly sweet.
Thanks, Merrick. For everything. And,
You go back to the ship.
Yep.
Angry Merrick's incredible.
I don't like you. I assume that's probably the last time we're ever going to see Merrick.
I still wanted to see Skitter, though.
So the door opens.
Hey, welcome back.
And
How
then the door
was it?
closes.
Where did you go?
Do I have anything with me that Merrick gave me that...
You have the note.
Wait, he wasn't gonna give me a way to...
Oh, I thought you were rejecting his offer.
No, I wasn't rejecting his offer. I was accepting it.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, no, it's fine. The ship turns on. The door is closed.
The door's closed?
Yep.
Okay. And now what do I do? Just have a piece of paper.
Oh, what'd he say? How'd it go?
Oh no, the piece of paper is blank, so you really do just have a piece of paper.
Okay.
Magic. There's magic in this world of magic.
Wander, did you just really flub that?
No.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
So I have a piece of paper.
I mean, I flubbed it, but the end result would have been exactly the same. It's just one would have had the ship turn on and one wouldn't have.
Okay,
Hey,
the ship's turned
Alaran,
on.
what's that thing that you got in your hand?
It's a gift from a friend.
Have anything written on it?
Nope. It's clean. It's pure snow.
I do a perception check to to sniff the paper to see if there's any like invisible ink or anything on it.
Ew. Well, no. Well,
Okay, so
if you got
what was that perception check?
I
Yeah, no, it smells like paper.
if you got nothing to tell me about Merrick, then I guess
well, I
Yeah.
did meet with Merrick,
huh?
and
Yeah.
I don't know. I head over to the bridge.
Oh no, the door's locked.
Oh, the door's locked?
Yeah, you can't get in.
Flurf?
Uh,
Can you ask the
Yeah.
ship what's going on?
Alright, I asked the ship what's going on.
The ship seems to be flying itself. It is very confused by this.
It's
Oh.
Seems to be.
it's
Okay,
working.
Why is it
working.
confused?
Yeah, the ship seems to
It's-
be on autopilot.
It's not doing it. It's just going.
Uh oh.
Doesn't have control.
No, it's all right, guys. It's Merrick's doing. It's going to take us to the station.
Wait.
Why are we
Doesn't
going
everyone
to the
hate-
station?
Hate us there now?
Yeah, I mean, don't.
Oh,
we're done
Merrick
with
wants
the-
us to kill these guys. Oh, that makes sense.
We're done with Blight, though. So shouldn't we just leave?
Well, there is something that we can do. But
Huh?
I don't know how to say it.
Oh, weird.
Is it to dump the spider ball and the pirates?
Yeah, how long do you think this is gonna take to get to the station from here? Can you ask the autopilot or the computer?
All right, I asked the autopilot how long it's going to take to get to our destination, wherever that is.
Kind of a weird pause. And then 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes. I'm gonna bet on spiders.
I
Someone got over the spiders.
I go back to the cot and I lay down and look at the ceiling with the scrawlings of all the flirts, and I sort of run my finger along them, just thinking about what will lie ahead.
I go to the room where the robot suit used to be and continue to dream what it would be like if I were taller.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna hang out?
Yeah.
Alright. So
How do I gamble against Greg? What stat is that?
it is purely
Uh,
a die
I was gonna
die
say
10.
I'm gonna roll 1d10 against you.
Yeah, just-
Ah, big roll.
Shit.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
Oh,
Oh, I
Oh.
win.
What does he win? I mean,
Probably gold, like 50
more
pieces of
spiders.
gold. No.
Alright. So you guys continue on for 10 minutes, just kind of hanging out, doing your thing. And almost kind of without fanfare, you reach the station. You wouldn't even know
Alright.
that you'd gotten there, except for Flurf. You kind of are made aware that you have reached it, and there's kind of like a hissing sound as the seals kind of latch.
I scurry over to the front window and check it out.
All right, so you are
And
staring.
people probably notice me doing that.
Yep.
Yep,
So
I do
you
too.
you get in there. The cockpit is open again, and there is. You were looking at a station. It says in bright bold letters. It's actually kind of faded, like space dust and all sorts of junk has been kind of wearing at this for a while. But despite the wear and tear, it says clearly Molt Station. And you guys are attached to one of the many kind of docking rigs along kind of like an axis along the center.
All right, we're here. What are we doing here again?
We're probably gonna get into a lot of fights.
Why?
Well, hopefully we won't have to shed a single drop of blood.
Okay. So let me bring us back to Molt Station.
Hopefully we see that Blight guy so I can give him what for?
For him taking his thing back.
The thing that he gave to me, yeah.
There was kind of a
All right.
deal. Somebody reneged on it.
I guess I'm gonna exit out this
Would
door.
he even be here yet?
Oh, it would be map and background, wouldn't it be?
Guys, we're at our destination.
As Greg exits the door, I jump into the net room and pull a prank on him and just get him in.
What? Oh.
You didn't do that?
Why?
So much for a grand entrance.
Alright, there's my reflex save against getting netted.
I mean, you guys are straight up going through like an airlock thing.
Oh, so it's not even possible.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
good.
if anything,
Oh.
Flurf. I mean, if you want to, you can try and shoot your net through the airlock and try and grab Durf. Oh, not Durf, Bird.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Alarin,
Mm-hmm.
something grabs your hand
The pirates are gonna be
Yes.
like, they're
and
opening fire.
drags you through the door.
Whoa, like out this way?
You don't know what's going on, but you are more or less thrown out the airlock with Greg.
Oh.
oh. What?
What? What is happening?
As Durf opens fire
On us?
on
The
where you
important
are.
thing is that it's all Dirk's
So-
fault this time.
Can I?
So yeah,
Can I
make a
reflex
reflex save
save?
as a massive steel net more or
What?
less
Oh.
rips through
Is that for real?
the plate metal.
Well, actually, I have oh, but it's a nat 1, so I can't do anything.
Okay.
I have
So,
the skill to re-roll my saves.
Yeah, okay. Reroll your save then.
Probably want to use it
Yeah.
Yeah.
right now.
I just thought that we couldn't do that.
No,
with nat
no, that's for
ones.
advantage and disadvantage. This is a specific feat
Did
with
Dirk
limited
just
uses.
shoot his own ship?
He just
No.
shot the dock. So Alarin and Greg, you guys kind of dive out of the way because it wasn't too hard to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
As this net kind of well, I mean honestly it rips through the docking area and
God.
almost immediately alarms just start going.
For goodness
Oh,
sake.
God.
And give me a second, let me find
I was sitting there
it.
thinking we probably beat him here because he's in a shitty mech and we're in a ship, but then we attack.
Yeah. So
We're up to a great
Well,
start.
So what's dragged me off? Skitter!
we should run.
Oh, all right.
So Skitter just
Okay.
books it down the hall.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that what you meant when
Everybody's
you said
still
the door
on the
opens
ship.
and- Is that what you meant when you said the door opens and closes?
Yeah. Everyone left on the ship. You are almost immediately jettisoned back into space. As they open fire?
What?
Yeah, Dress Florf and Spider's adventure.
God.
Uh,
I'm honestly not sure. I'm gonna have to think about this. Like,
Well, if Keith's gonna be gone next week, shouldn't you have Flurf get off? Or are you gonna do a separate thing with Flurf and Keith?
I
Florf
don't.
hasn't exactly endeared himself to the people of the space station.
Next week sounds like an Alarin, Greg, and Skitter adventure.
Yeah, no. D&D is on for next week. We're gonna have to figure out what
That
happens
couldn't
to
have
the
happened
crew
more perfectly.
of
Strangely.
Flurf ship. No, this is perfect.
Well then.
I
You did it, Durf. You saved next week's D&D by removing yourself from it.
Oh.
Ouch.
I wouldn't say this has been any of the high tier Hendersons,
It's not even
a
in the
lot.
top like 5 of this
No.
campaign.
but
No.
it was in such a way to completely
Remember when
throw
you-
off any of my plans for what was going to happen tonight.
Remember when I deleted your universe, or when Alarin deleted your boss
See,
fight?
I had plans for some of those. Like, I was planning a Starfinder campaign. This is just the jury-rigged version.
Did you have
However-
plans for Alarin nullifying your final encounter?
I mean, it was just gone, and then you guys would just have an easy D&D romp, or through a dungeon. But I
But
mean, the amount of
no.
suicidal behavior on this episode, though.
And
I didn't
very
think it
little
was
that came from
suicidal. I
Greg.
thought-
So let's try to
I
let's
thought
try
I was
to
gonna
that
catch
came from
Greg.
Greg.
let's
in
try
a
to
net.
backtrack and tell for sure. Did Drez know about the pirate lair at all?
No,
Due
No.
to the excessive amount of not being in the conversation,
I
did
don't.
he even know what he was messing up?
Nope. He had
Nope.
no clue.
I thought we explained that he needed to pilot the ship. to
Yeah,
I think there was just a
Field.
bunch of funny conversations about ship.
He was-
No, I did tell
and then
him
Drez
that
was
Blythe
like,
had to.
"Well, I gotta look."
Yeah,
I told
Blythe,
him to not pilot.
Blythe was very specific about nobody being on that bridge, and specifically had told Drez repeatedly to get off the bridge.
Yeah.
Though in all fairness,
I've
you were
I've
not.
trolled Greg repeatedly to do things all the time.
Yeah, well, I guess
So
you learned
that
that other
didn't lead,
people have
that didn't lead to
consequences.
catastrophic campaign changes.
Well, you've learned that other people have consequences. You can
Hey,
troll other
people have
players, but you should never troll the DM.
I'm not even sure. He was trolling a neutral evil pirate like information broker assassin, and I'm like, this guy was supposed to be kind of tangentially like an ally for a while, and then maybe a villain if they ran counter to his faction, not as a like double cross, but as a like oh well, we're on opposite
Yeah.
ends of the spectrum. We gotta fight now, and then it's like, oh wait, no, this is just immediately like poking the bear, and I'm like, how do we deal? I don't know how we deal. I don't know what's.
In my
From
defense, I
Drez's
thought I was going to catch
perspective-
a Greg. I
From
didn't know I
Drez's
was going to.
perspective, that pirate is literally insane
Yeah,
Mhm.
and had bizarre responses to everything that happened.
Huh. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
If he
What-
actually bothered to talk
What was
with
the
people,
shoot
he'd
on
know.
sight moment? So I was unconscious when I was unconscious when I came out of the escape pod, and I kind of just assumed someone would wake me up, but no one did, and just kept briefing and talking
That's
about
because
what
waking
was
you
gonna
up
happen in
has
the
never
story.
led to anything good happening.
I thought you were sleeping
But
voluntarily.
then I woke up on my own.
And something
I was
terrible
sleeping-
happened.
I was sleeping
learned not
I
only
was-
can you not wake Drez up, but you must do it immediately, because then he'll wake up on his own and something
Exactly.
10 times worse happens.
I had a whole shtick plan where I was gonna like quote Wizard of Oz and be like, and I had the weirdest dream, and you were there, and you were there, and Sagnath was gone.
Ugh.
Also, Drez doesn't think that he blew up the planet.
Yep.
If we're gonna keep talking about him being like sociopathic in his response, it's because
Oh,
he
no.
doesn't actually think he blew up the planet.
No,
Oh,
I-
yeah, we know.
I'm
We're all
fully
that.
aware of that, but everybody else thinks you are this horrible,
Yeah.
horrible planet-destroying monster.
Drez
It's pretty
thinks that
adorable.
Drez thinks we put a barrier up and then like ping-ponged into space from the force of the explosion.
I don't think Flurf actually knows that Drez
Anything?
blew up a planet.
No,
No,
I
no,
think
he doesn't
this
have a
is-
clue.
I
Flurf
think this
doesn't
is
even
like,
know that he's not the original Flurf.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll be our discovery together.
Oh yeah, you
Search
two
for
we're gonna
the
have your
original
little gaijin. You're gonna have a little gaiden, not gaijin. I don't know what that is.
I mean,
But anyway, you're gonna have your little gaiden, and you're gonna find out together that you blew up the planet.
Oh
When a
no.
dress blew up the planet.
Shattered planets. Revelations.
the party is split once again, with Flurf and Drez. Well, who knows what will happen to them? That's one big mess that Flurf just dumped them into, and oof, I don't even know how they're getting out of that one. Let's see, but you'll have to find out what happens to them on the next episode of Shattered Planets. Otherwise, it's going to be a nice little side episode session with Greg, Alarin, and Skitter, who's finally back from wherever he was.